Hey everyone, Mario here and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving headfirst into history, beaches, and maybe even some baguettes. You know, the essentials. That's right, we're off to Dunkirk, France. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the top 5 spots you absolutely cannot miss when you visit Dunkirk. From historical landmarks to hidden gems, I've got you covered. Now, let's pack our imaginary bags, grab our virtual passports, and get this French fiesta started. Alright folks, first up on our Dunkirk adventure is none other than Dunkirk Beach. Picture this, golden sand stretching as far as the eye can see, the gentle crash of waves serenading your ears, seagulls doing their best or worst impressions of opera singers. It's paradise. But Dunkirk Beach is more than just a pretty face. This place is steeped in history. It was right here on these very shores that the incredible evacuation of Allied soldiers took place during World War II. Can you imagine the courage, the chaos, the sheer scale of it all? Standing here, you can practically feel the weight of history washing over you. Now, I don't know about you, but whenever I'm on a beach, I can't resist the urge to build a sandcastle. And let me tell you, I'm not talking about some amateur hour bucket and shovel operation. No, I'm talking about a masterpiece. Turrets, moats, the whole shebang. Anyway, after channeling my inner architect, or maybe just my inner child, I like to take a stroll along the water's edge, just soaking it all in. The fresh air, the sound of the waves, the occasional dog chasing after a frisbee. It's the perfect way to clear your head and appreciate the beauty around you. And speaking of beauty, keep an eye out for the memorials scattered along the beach. Trust me, a visit to Dunkirk Beach is an experience you won't soon forget. Avast me hearties! From the sandy shores we set sail to our next destination, the Dunkirk Port Museum. Now I know what you're thinking. A museum about a port? Mario, are you sure you haven't been hitting the pasta and wine a little too hard? But trust me on this one, folks. This place is anything but boring. As soon as you step inside, you're greeted by the scent of salt air and the sight of massive ship models hanging from the ceiling. It's like stepping back in time to when Dunkirk was a bustling hub of maritime activity. You can practically hear the clang of hammers, the shouts of sailors, and the creaking of wooden ships. And speaking of ships, get ready to be blown away by the sheer size and detail of the models on display. We're talking miniature masterpieces here, folks. From tiny fishing boats to towering warships, each one is a work of art. I swear I spent a good hour just staring at this one model of a 17th century galleon. The craftsmanship was incredible. But the museum isn't just about looking at pretty ships. It's about immersing yourself in the history of Dunkirk's port. You'll learn about the city's role in international trade, the challenges faced by sailors in centuries past, and the evolution of shipbuilding techniques. Now I'll admit, I might have gotten a little turned around at one point. All those winding corridors and staircases, it was like navigating a labyrinth. I swear I ended up in the museum's gift shop twice before I finally found my way back to the main exhibit hall. Hey, at least I got a head start on souvenir shopping, right? But getting lost is all part of the fun, right? Just think of it as an unexpected adventure within an adventure. And who knows, you might even stumble upon a hidden treasure of your own. Either way, a visit to the Dunkirk Port Museum is an experience you won't want to miss. Chapter 3, Saint Eloi Church. Finding tranquility in the heart of Dunkirk. From the high seas of the Port Museum, we find ourselves at the tranquil doorstep of Saint Eloi Church. Now, even if you're not the religious type, trust me, this architectural marvel deserves a spot on your Dunkirk itinerary. As you approach the church, take a moment to appreciate its grandeur. The towering bell tower, the intricate carvings on the facade, the stained glass windows shimmering in the sunlight. It's a sight to behold. Step inside, and you'll be greeted by a sense of peace and serenity that washes over you like a warm wave. The hushed whispers of other visitors, the soft glow of candlelight, the scent of incense lingering in the air. It's enough to make you want to sit down and contemplate the mysteries of the universe, or maybe just take a nap. Now, I'm no art historian, but even I couldn't help but be impressed by the stunning artwork inside Saint Eloi. From the ornate altar to the lifelike statues, every detail tells a story. I swear I spent a good 10 minutes just staring at this one painting of angels playing trumpets. It was like they were about to launch into a heavenly concert right then and there. Speaking of concerts, for a hot minute I thought about joining the choir practice that was happening in one of the side chapels. I mean, how hard could it be, right? Just a little do-re-mi, a pinch of Amazing Grace, and bam! You're practically Pavarotti. Let's just say my attempt at hitting those high notes sounded more like a dying cat than a choir boy. The other singers were very polite about it though. And besides, even if you don't have the voice of an angel, you can still appreciate the beauty and tranquility of Saint Eloi Church. Chapter 4. Dunkirk Carnival. Get ready to party! Hold on to your berets, folks, because things are about to get wild. That's right, it's time to dive headfirst into the madness and merriment of Dunkirk Carnival. Forget your quiet museums and serene churches, this is where Dunkirk lets its hair down and unleashes its inner party animal. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors exploding before your eyes. Confetti raining down from the sky, music so infectious you can't help but move your feet, and costumes so outrageous they'd make Lady Gaga blush. That's Dunkirk Carnival in a nutshell. Now, I'm not usually one for big crowds, but there's something about the energy of Carnival that's just contagious. Maybe it's the infectious music, the vibrant costumes, or the fact that everyone's just there to have a good time. Whatever it is, I dare you to try and resist the urge to join in the fun. Speaking of fun, let's talk about the parades. Picture massive floats adorned with everything from giant lobsters to dancing chickens, all accompanied by marching bands, costume performers, and enough confetti to bury a small village. It's like Mardi Gras and Rio Carnival had a love child, and then that love child went on a shopping spree at a party supply store. And you know me, I couldn't resist the opportunity to bust a move or two. Now, I wouldn't exactly call myself a dancing king. In fact, my dance moves are probably best described as uncoordinated flailing. But hey, when in Rome, right? Or in this case, when in Dunkirk. So I joined in with a group of locals who were kind enough to overlook my 2 left feet. And that's the beauty of Carnival. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, or how bad your dance moves are. Everyone's welcome to join in the celebration. Chapter 5. Fort des Dunes, History with a View. All right, my friends, for our final stop on our Dunkirk escapade, we're ditching the confetti cannons and trading them for cannons of a different kind. Get ready to step back in time and channel your inner history buff as we explore the majestic Fort des Dunes. This imposing fortress, perched on the outskirts of Dunkirk, is like something straight out of a history book. As you approach its towering walls and wander through its cavernous corridors, you can practically hear the echoes of soldiers marching and the clang of swords clashing. Now, I'll admit, I'm a sucker for a good fort. There's something about their imposing presence, their strategic brilliance, and their ability to transport you back in time that just gets me going. And Fort des Dunes does not disappoint. Built in the 19th century to protect Dunkirk from invasion, the fort has witnessed its fair share of history. As you explore its ramparts, casemates, and underground tunnels, you can practically feel the weight of the past pressing down on you. It's a humbling experience, to say the least. But the real highlight of Fort des Dunes is the view. From its strategic vantage point, you have a panoramic vista of Dunkirk, the English Channel, and the surrounding countryside. On a clear day, you can even see the white cliffs of Dover in the distance. It's the perfect spot to snap some epic photos, catch your breath, and appreciate the beauty of your surroundings. But in all seriousness, Fort des Dunes is a must-visit for anyone interested in history, military architecture, or just soaking in breathtaking views. It's a place where you can step back in time, let your imagination run wild, and gain a newfound appreciation for the sacrifices made by those who came before us. Well, there you have it, folks, my top 5 must-visit spots in Dunkirk. From the historical significance of Dunkirk Beach to the vibrant energy of the carnival, from the maritime wonders of the Port Museum to the architectural splendor of Saint Eloi Church and the strategic grandeur of Fort des Dunes, Dunkirk has something to offer everyone. If you enjoyed this whirlwind tour of this charming French city, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more travel adventures. And be sure to let me know in the comments below which of these amazing spots you're most excited to visit. Until next time, keep exploring, keep laughing, and keep living life to the fullest. Ciao for now.